Alright, it is Thursday, May 23rd, 2019 at 6:26 p.m. Let's take a look at some headlines. Massive beef recall announced days before Memorial Day. Memorial Day revelers might need to double check their meat before they toss it on the grill this weekend. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Service on Wednesday announced a recall of more than 62,000 pounds of raw beef that could be contaminated with E. coli. The products, largely cut as steak, including ribeyes, ribs, and brisket, were packaged April 19th at the Aurora Packing Company in North Aurora, Illinois. They include the establishment number EST 788 inside the USDA mark of inspection and has been shipped nationwide for further inspection. A spreadsheet released by the department names more than 40 products included in the recall. Some of the contaminated meats might be stored in institutional facility freezers, and the department of urging businesses to check out their meat stock and dump the affected products. So those people who are going to be grilling out this Memorial Day weekend, please take note of this. Alright, next. New U.S. charges against Julian Assange could spell decades behind bars. WikiLeaks founder charged in 18-count DOJ indictment. Assange risks serious harm to U.S. national security. Julian Assange could face decades in U.S. prison after being charged with violating the Espionage Act by publishing classified information through WikiLeaks. Prosecutors announced 17 additional charges against Assange for publishing hundreds of thousands of secret diplomatic cables and files on the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Assange, 47, was previously charged with working to hack a Pentagon computer system in a secret indictment that was unveiled soon after his arrest at Ecuador's embassy in London last month. Assange's actions risk serious harm to United States national security to the benefit of our adversaries, the Justice Department said in a statement. Officials say the publication by secret files of WikiLeaks was one of the latest compromises of classified information in the history of the United States. WikiLeaks founder faces a maximum sentence of 175 years in prison if he is convicted of all the charges against him. And that is a lot of charges. I hear a lot about Assange, people saying that he's a hero for actually revealing the leaked information that the U.S. government was hiding, but I'm not sure if, risking U.S. security is worth it. That's something that's a dangerous line right there. Alright, next. Cook County judge unseals Jussie Smollett's case file, making all documents public. A Cook County judge has vacated the sealing order on Jussie Smollett's case file, making all the documents public. Cook County Judge Steve Watkins read his 10-page explanation on the decision Thursday, saying that because Smollett voluntarily chose to speak on national television about his case, he waived his argument for privacy. Watkins noted Smollett not only discussed the case on national television before the charges were dropped, but also gave an interview in the courthouse after his case was dismissed, and allowed his attorneys to continue speaking about the case afterwards. So I think they're gonna release all these files to the public, and I'll report on it if anything else develops from this case. Alright, next. Inspectors say FAA pressures them to ignore critical plane problems. The flying public needs to wake up. So critical changes and issues with planes are being ignored. In an exclusive CBS News investigation, we spoke to roughly a dozen FAA inspectors from across the country. Some risk their jobs to blow the whistle on how they say they are told to overlook important problems. Two Federal Aviation Administration inspectors, each with a decade of experience with the FAA, say they have an urgent message for U.S. travelers. People's lives could be at stake, they told the CBS News. The flying public needs to wake up, and the people need to know that flying is not as safe as it could be. Both asked to remain anonymous because they fear losing their jobs for speaking out. So, when the planes were having these issues, the jets were having issues with the traveling in the computers and everything, and it was causing the planes to crash, which I made a video about. I was starting to get the the idea that they were having issues not just with the way they run things, but the inspections. So this is basically just confirming it, that the inspectors are saying that it's dangerous to fly. I'm not sure that it's 100% dangerous, but it is more dangerous than the public has in mind. So it's something to keep in mind when you decide to buy a ticket next time. Alright guys, hit like and subscribe for more. See you guys next time. God bless.